Conclusions. Our vegetable ranking list opens at number 10 and is almost everyone's favorite potato. We love it in the form of French fries, fried and boiled, in the form of mashed potatoes and a huge number of other dishes. Unfortunately, our favorite potato is rich in only a small amount of nutrients. The minimum amount of vitamins, minerals, micronutrients and fiber. Therefore, we put it on only 10th place. 9th place goes to corn. The healthiest type of corn is corn on the cob. Corn, compared to other vegetables and other legumes, is less expensive in terms of amino acid composition and microelements, so useful for teeth. But in 8th place we have 3 vegetables at once, which belong to nightshade group, and these are tomatoes, eggplant and peppers. Vitamin C, vitamins and trace elements in greater quantities than previous vegetables. In 7th place we have a cucumber. It is a source of water and fiber, which in itself is not bad, and pickled fermented cucumbers are very tasty and healthy. Peas are in 6th place. Legumes in general are a source of vegetable protein, trace elements, vitamin K, potassium and zinc. Therefore, here the main task is to maximize the variety, so we will include absolutely all legumes here. On the 5th place we put zucchini and radish in general. These are healthy vegetables that you can eat almost on a daily basis. These vegetables are a really valuable source of fiber, micronutrients like potassium, and can be added to your daily diet. Radish is a natural bitter. Therefore, in principle, it can be used as a means to improve the outflow of bile. In 4th place we have a whole group of products: ginger, asparagus and artichoke. In fact, these are excellent antiviral and antibacterial vegetables. However, they are also natural bitters. All these 3 vegetables stimulate the bile ducts, are used for normalization of bile flow, to restore stool, to detoxify the liver. Therefore, both in the form of vegetables and in the form of spices, all these vegetables can be used. In 3rd place is spinach and celery. This is truly one of the healthiest vegetables. According to their microelement composition, they are the most useful. For example, 100 grams of spinach contains the daily requirement of vitamin K and vitamin A. Plus, both celery and spinach are natural bitters, and they contain a huge amount of antioxidants. This means that they have an anti-tumor effect. In 2nd place are our traditional and well-known vegetables: onion, garlic, turnip, radish. In fact, each of them can be described separately. For example, garlic in the most favorable way affects the cardiovascular system, reduces the level of oxidation, cleanses the blood vessels, but in general, all that unites this group of vegetables is that they are natural antibacterial, antiviral agents, and each of them really contains a large amount of bioflavonoids and polyphenols, which have the most favorable effect on the work of the liver and the work of the cardiovascular system. And the more of these vegetables we include in our diet, the better it will be for your teeth and for the body as a whole. Also, 3 more vegetables can be attributed to the 2nd place. These are beets, carrots and pumpkin. In this case, it is worth emphasizing that in raw form it will be the maximum useful vegetables. Both beets and carrots contain a huge amount of beta-carotene, trace elements and fiber. Beets and carrots can be grated and eaten as salads. Well, the top line is occupied by all types of cruciferous. These are all types of cabbage. These are green, dark green vegetables. Each type of cabbage is good because it is rich in fiber and sulforaphan, which has antibacterial and anti-cancer properties. It is also rich in a huge amount of vitamin C and folic acid. For the strength of your teeth, it would be beneficial to include as many types of cabbage in your diet as possible. Top 1 is broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, white cabbage, kohlrabi. You see how many vegetables you can include in your diet and achieve the strength of your teeth, as well as the strength and elasticity of blood vessels. Moreover, all green, dark green vegetables have a certain beneficial effect on our intestines. This means that they create an alkaline environment in the intestines, and this is the main task. Since it is in an acidic environment that all fungi, viruses and bacteria develop. And the more green, dark green vegetables you eat, the better environment you create for the growth of your beneficial microflora, which will continue to supply your body with everything it needs. It's that simple. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I really hope that the rating of vegetables was useful for you. And you will always remember cabbage and our traditional root crops. Sluzhiev Vladimir was with you. And you watched the channel about healthy teeth. The only YouTube channel where we talk about nutrition not in terms of losing weight, but in terms of keeping your teeth and health.